Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to make this cute greeting card using the Sweet Stuff stamp set from May Made It. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and put all of the measurements down below. I've got some white cardstock, and that's what I'm going to use to stamp using the gumdrop. And so I'm really addicted to this gumdrop. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to form my gumdrop wreath using this. First thing you want to do is I'm just taking a circle, and that will help me guide where I want to place my gumdrops as I stamp. And so I'm just lightly taking this pencil and just tracing it very gently. And that will help me to guide where I'm going to stamp right around here. And so what I'm going to do is just stamp right on the line above there. See if you can see that. So that pencil mark is very light, and I could always go back and erase it if I need to. And so I'm going to do that going all the way around. And I'm just getting very close so that I can place it down. And I like these little stamps because they allow you to kind of repeat. I'm just turning it so I can see. This is such a fun stamp. I've been using it for a while now, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm just turning it and stamping. I'm just getting right on that line, and I'm having the edges line up on those gumdrops as well. Okay. And let me let you look at that a little bit closer. And that just forms the wreath. Now what I'm going to do is stamp it with the You Make Life Sweet stamp, and I'm going to stamp that right in the middle. And there it is. And so now for the fun part, which is coloring it in. I'm using the G02 green Copic markers, and I'm just coloring it in. And I think this will look nice in red as well, so you can kind of mix up your colors. If you want to do alternating colors for your wreath, that's fine too. Just have fun with it. And I see there's a little bit of pencil marking just around here, and I'm going to go back and actually erase that so it's not showing. You could hardly see it right now, but I'm going to go back and erase it. I like the Copic markers because you can actually keep coloring it in to make it darker. And so our wreath is actually looking nice. And I had so much fun using this stamp. These are going to be my greeting cards that I'm going to send out this year and put inside of some of my gift baskets as well. So I'm going to keep coloring this in, and I'll come right back and let you see what it looks like. Okay, and so my gumdrop wreath is all colored in, and I'm just going to add a little bit of red to this. So all I'm doing is just adding right between each one a little bit of red. And this will actually match the ribbon that we're going to add at the end. So that just adds a little bit more to it to make it look wreath-like. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this on to some black cardstock to give it a little border. And I'm just using some bonding glue. Okay, and I'll let that stick on. So that's what we have so far. And it's time to finish up our card and add some embellishments. I want my card to actually be red. So let me see if you can see that a little bit better. So it'll look like this. So that ties all the colors in together. I'm just using a bonding glue. Oops, I don't want to add it onto that. I want to add it to this. And I still consider myself new at making cards. But boy, this learning process is so much fun. Center that. Want to make sure you put it on the right way. Okay. Put that down. And that is looking really good right now. And now I'm going to add some ribbon. I'm just taking a thin ribbon. And I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon right off to the side, or you can put it down here or up the top. It just depends on what you want to do. But I've had this thin ribbon for such a long time. Thought it'd be nice to use it. just forming a bow here. And when I'm making a bow this small, what I actually try to do is cut a little bit more off so that it's easier to form. And I could always go back and cut off the little bit of excess on there. And this ribbon is light enough where I can just use a small dot of glue to have it stick onto my card like that. So I'm going to use a really tiny bit of glue right here. And that's all I need on there. And it's on there. And then I'm going to take one of the little rhinestones here. I'm just going to glue it on right there, right above the bow, just to give it a little bit of bling. And then what I do is I can just go back and just clean up any excess glue that I have on there. Okay, and so my card is all done. And I wanted to show you some of the other designs that I came up with using that same stamp. Here's what I'm working with right now, is this gumdrop stamp, and I formed a Christmas tree out of it. Used one of the brown Copic markers, still put a little bow at the top, and so that's a nice little design as well. And then I took that same gumdrop stamp, and so this will be one of my cards as well. And I actually cut out some of the gumdrops in different colors, and I also put some of these gumdrops raised up using the craft bond, the mounting squares on those, to give it a little bit more dimension. And so this will be one of my cards as well. And so thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a new technique, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Happy holidays! My ornament is all done.